Hey guys, so a few weeks ago I did a presentation on how to do an all keys loss scenario on a 2012 Range Rover Sport. And as I was doing the procedure, I told you that there's going to be some scenarios where you're not going to be able to code the key directly with the scanner. You're going to have to actually take out a module in order to finish the key coding procedure. That's what we're going to be doing today, all right? So this is advanced level stuff. Even if you're new, I encourage you to stay with me and watch this, because a lot of the time what I've noticed between me helping clients and so forth, it's fear of the unknown. And I don't blame you. There's really no one there to walk you through it, all right? But I'm going to give you a solution if you have no experience in terms of doing this type of training on what you can do to still solve this problem with your IM608. All right, so with that being said, what I'm going to teach you guys today is how to do an all keys loss scenario with the Autel IM608 and the XP400 on a 2018 Range Rover Sport. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Curtis Hardin, and I'm an independent Autel Diagnostic Consultant. So I basically sell the tool and provide the training that you're going to be seeing in this presentation. All right. Now, first thing that you're going to be learning is what tools and what skill sets are required to do this particular procedure for this manufacturer. Okay. And also how to prevent your XP400 from getting fried, because this happens to a lot of people. Third, getting familiarized with the RFA and KVM module and how to properly connect it to the XP400. All right. Fourth, the difference between secured and unsecured circuit boards. In Land Rover, you're going to see this terminology quite often, and you need to be able to identify that. So I'm going to show you how. And then lastly, complete step-by-step instructions on how to add a key with the IM608. All right, so this is what we need. We need the Autel IM608 tablet, the XP400 key programmer, the APA 106 cable, your smart key. And what I would recommend if you're doing an all keys loss scenarios, get 2 keys, okay? Because I'll explain in a minute. It's just better to get 2 keys, all right? And then lastly, a soldering kit. Now, a lot of people who are new to key coding, what they do is they say, the IM608 comes with the XP400. That's the key coding device. Let me, hook this thing up. And what they do, they hook it up like this. And then what happens is you start smelling something. You know what that is? That's your XP400 getting fried, because it's not made to take so much power, because each of these ports are taking power and it's too much. It's not made for that. All right. What I tell people is the correct way when to connect your XP400 is when the Autel instructs you to do it. Okay. When the Autel instructs you to connect it, that's when you'll do it accordingly. They'll tell you which adapters, how to connect it, where to connect it, and so forth. All right, don't do this prematurely, because you're gonna get your stuff fried. And then, all the time that your J box is gonna be connected with the main cable to the OBD port. This is the proper setup. All right, so keep that in mind. It's gonna save you a couple, $100 and some downtime getting your thing repaired. Now, a few facts. All right, this is an advanced level procedure. Okay, now I like these things. I actually love these things because this will help you as a technician, a locksmith, separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Just think yourself as a heart surgeon. All right, if I needed a heart transplant, I'm not going to be asking my doc for a discount. Okay, this is a high income skill set. It costs a lot of money to do if you take it to a dealer. And if you just focus and develop this skill for this vehicle, it's going to give you a lot of return on investment. All right. Now, the reason it's a high advanced level procedure is because we have to take out the RFA module and connect it with the XP400, which takes some soldering. All right. The reason why we have to do this is because after 2018 vehicles, Land Rover has what they call OTP, which stands for one-time programming. So all this basically means is when a Land Rover comes out the shop, they'll marry the key to this RFA module. All right, those keys are stuck with that vehicle for life. You can't add on a third key. You have to buy like another module, buy another key. It's very, very expensive. Okay, and with these European vehicles, they have a very, very advanced mobilizer system. So this is how Land Rover works. And then this is important, which I'll share with you during the key coding procedure. We need to check the key chip status before writing the key. All right, and I'm going to show you with a really cool diagram on how to do this. Now, the module that we're going to be looking for is located on the rear of the vehicle. All right, so you can see this picture here. We're going to go ahead and open that bad boy up, and you'll see it right here. Now, I want you to look at this, feel this, get intimate with it. All right, don't be scared of it. This is the hardest thing of the procedure. The rest is clockwork. You just have to be able to read and follow the steps, all right, which anybody can do, because you guys, I assume, have a finger and are literate. Okay, now this is called an RFA, which stands for Remote Frequency Actuator. Another known terminology is called KVM, Keyless Vehicle Module. Right now, when you open this up, all right, depending on which circuit board you have, there's like several types of circuit boards. There's the secured. There's ones that's going to be what they call secured and unsecured. Now, the way you'll know the difference is if we take a closer look right here. The secured circuit boards have what they call a crystal quartz and a capacitor. We need to remove these, all right, by connecting the APA 106 to the XP400. We actually remove those first. Then we'll do the key learning procedure, and after we're done, we're going to put the crystal quartz and capacitor back onto the tablet, pack it up, put it in the car, and we're good to go. Okay, so this is how you know if it's a secured circuit board. If it doesn't have these capacitors, that means it's unsecured. All right, and that's a different strategy on how to do the procedure with the tool. All right, so now that you got that in your subconscious, now we can get with the key coding procedure. All right, so let's go ahead and identify the vehicle. All right, we're gonna click Land Rover. All right, let it connect. I'm gonna press OK. All right, we're gonna go to manual selection, or Range Rover 2015 and up. All right, and it's a smart key, so we're gonna click that. All right, now we're gonna click Start Key Writing. Right now we're into this menu. It's gonna give us a brief description. So there's a lot of text on here, but I'm just gonna have you guys not focus on that and just pay attention to me for a moment. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's just say this right here is the RFA module. All right, that module that I showed you guys. What we're gonna be doing, it says remove the RFA module and read its data. So we're gonna take the XP400 and we're gonna read the data, and we're gonna save that data on that module onto the scanner, right? Then the second step is perform the start key writing to generate new data. All right, so let's say start key writing is here. All right, we're gonna extract it and make new data to put back on the RFA module, the first one. Okay, and then that's gonna help us marry that key. Okay, that's what it's basically saying. All right, so if we go next, all right, first things first, always read the operating guide before you do the procedure, okay? Because this is where it's going to instruct you exactly how to connect your device, how to identify which circuit board we're working with, and so forth. Now, you can see there's a lot of steps here, right? There's a lot of steps here. So when in doubt, print it out, all right? There's no way you're gonna know all this stuff, especially if this is your first time, okay? So print it out, look at the terminology, and the first thing we need to do is decipher what type of circuit board it is. So here it's giving us instructions based if it's an unsecured circuit board, all right? Now, if we scroll down, it's gonna show us the location of it, all right? And when we pull out the circuit board, we have to identify it. You see this number 1M12S, this is a type of chip, right? We're gonna look at that and you'll see there. Now this is a secured circuit board because, as I said before, T1 and T2, I don't know if you can see it right there, that's the crystal quartz and the capacitor that need to be desoldered. In the instructions, it will tell you to remove these and then connect the appropriate cable according to this wiring diagram, okay? Now, this is where you can outsource this. You can outsource this to somebody who is an expert at electrical soldering and desoldering. And it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive. And doing this procedure, everybody can win. All you need to do is just focus on the procedure, which I'm gonna share with you now. So if you have no experience, just outsource it. Get a guy who's good with electronics, have a good relationship with them, everybody wins, okay? So now that we have identified the circuit board, we're gonna press escape, and then we're gonna start with the procedure, all right? Now, I know for a lot of people, you're saying, where do I go, right? Here's the strategy, all right? And you can write this down. We're gonna first read the chip status. Now the chip status, there's gonna be two options. If the chip result says blocking, that means we need to read and write the chip secured, which you can see on the upper right here, okay? If the chip status result says unlocking, we need to read and write the chip unsecured, okay? Whatever result we get, then we're gonna go back and do the start key writing, which you see on the upper left, okay? So, with that being said, let's read the chip status. Click read the chip status. All right, and let's see what it says. So now it's gonna tell us to connect the XP400. So if you have those instructions in front of you, we're gonna connect it to that operating guide, okay? So let's say that you did all that. Now we're gonna go ahead and read this status, right? Reading status of chip. Locking, okay? So it was locked. So that means we need to go to the option on the right. Read write chip data secured. You can see locking, you should click on read write chip data secured. Unlocking, you should select read write chip data unsecured. Got it? Good. So we're gonna click that, and you're gonna find a lot of these procedures is gonna be kind of like repetitive. You're gonna do one thing and do it like to another. So let me give you an example. Let's read this MCU data. Okay. All right, and we're gonna connect it accordingly. All right, so we're gonna read the D flash. Okay, and basically what an MCU is, it was that big rectangular like chip that you saw on the circuit board. All right, that's like the brain. All right, so we're gonna read the D flash on it. Okay, so D flash stands for data flash, where you can store non-volatile data. Non-volatile memory means it's a type of computer memory that can store all data regardless if the memory has power or not. So think of like a flash drive, okay? Like even though it doesn't have power, it still stores your memory, okay? Next, we're gonna click OK. All right, and then that's our file name. All right, and then when we get the confirmation, look what it says, RFA D flash. All right, that's the D flash that we just saved. Now we're gonna repeat the same thing with the EEPROM. All right, you can see we're just doing the same thing. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, EEPROM stands for electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, and it's a type of non-volatile memory using computers. Okay, also you'll find them a lot in like keyless remotes. All right, so we're gonna click that. We're gonna do the same thing that we did previously. See, a lot of repetition. All right, now we're gonna save it, and you're gonna see the file. It's gonna say EEPROM. You see that? EEPROM, Autel Consultancy. All right, press OK. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to the writing menu. All right, let's go back. All right, start key writing. We click that. We connect it. It's already connected. Press OK. Please select the D flash. So this is the D flash that we saved just now, right? We're gonna locate it. You see that RFA D flash on the upper left. Let's go ahead and select that. Press OK. And we're gonna repeat the same thing with the EEPROM. Okay. Press OK. All right. Now it's gonna take us to where we're gonna be marrying the key. All right. The first key positions are existing keys. We're gonna look for an open one. So we're gonna go to position number 3, and then we're gonna click add key. Now, what's happening is they're putting that key into the XP400, and remember it's connected to the RFA module. So it's basically marrying itself to that MCU chip, right? The chip is gonna be like, okay, now this is the key that we're gonna be building this relationship with. If this kind of makes sense, okay, that's what's happening. All right, we're marrying that key right now. All right, make sure the key type is correct, and make sure everything's soldered correctly, otherwise it's gonna fail. Okay, you can just make sure it's connected properly. A dealer key is created successfully. Well done. All right, click OK, and you can see it there. Now when we press escape, we're gonna get a prompt. All right, do you want to exit the start key writing function and save the new D flash and EEPROM data file? Yes. Okay, so then we get a summary. All right, the data file is saved successfully. Now it instructs us to please write into the MCU function to write the newly created D flash and EEPROM data file into the RFA. Okay, so that MCU, we're writing this new file information into that thing so it'll be working properly. All right, now we're going to click OK, and you see read/write chip data on the right hand side. All right, we're going to click that, and then we're going to go to write MCU data. Okay, make sure it's connected properly. Click yes, and we're going to go bada boom, bada bing. We're going to hit the D flash, select the D flash file. All right, you can see it on the upper left. All right, we're going to press OK. All right, you can see there, connecting to programmer. All right, it's going to do its thing. All right, 50%, 100%, there you go. Writing succeeded. We're going to press OK, and we're going to repeat the same thing with the EEPROM. All right, please select the EEPROM file. We're going to press OK. You can see it right there in the upper right. OK, connecting to the programmer, and it's all transferring that to the MCU on the RFA module. All right, 0%, 100. There you go. Writing succeeded. Okay. Now, what you're gonna do, we're gonna desolder the APA 106 from the circuit board, and we're gonna actually solder back those crystal quartz and capacitor. Okay. Now, if you do this procedure and let's say the crystal quartz capacitor was messed up, you can order those. They're really cheap. Okay. Even if you screw up the KVA module, those aren't that expensive. It's like $200 US. All right. A lot of people don't know this and they're just freaking out. All right. But after you do that, okay, we're going to put it all back together. We're going to go to the vehicle. We're going to pop it right back in, and then we're going to test the key. Okay. So you just learned a very high income skill. All right. You need to take it and run with it. All right. If you like this presentation and want me to help you learn these type of skill sets, go to my website for a consult. I'll strategize with you, get you the right tools, and then I can help you by selling you the tool and learning these type of skills. All right. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. It took my team a lot of hard work to make it, and with your support, I'll be more than happy to make more videos like this, okay? With that, guys, comment, like, subscribe, and share with your friends, all right? Take care, and I'll talk to you guys next week.